Hello, hello, hello. Hello, welcome to She Is Still Dope. Faith and Tech. I am your host for today. I am Sharonda Lynn, the plug, and I am coming to you for 4 whole weeks of faith-based information so that you can connect your communities to the faith that you believe in. Today we are going to be talking about building your faith communities online presence. And I wish I would have had I know someone who probably would have been awesome. I will be interviewing people over the next few weeks, over the course of this entire broadcast, so that you can get some really good information about how to manage your online presence, how to work your online presence, how to grow your ministry, how to grow your business. Come on, we are all in this together. The other week when we were all in Facebook jail, that should have let you know how important Facebook is to this entire world, not just your community, but the entire world. And when you're starting to think about selling and asking people to come to your movement and asking people to support you, a lot of times we got into the habit of always asking friends and family because we believe that friends and family should support us, right? That's the thought process. But the reality is, your friends and family remember you when you were 8 years old, 10 years old, 16, 20 years old, and they remember everything you did wrong, not the things that you did right. They're going to remember everything, every mishap, every stumble, every trip, everything. They're going to remember everything. And what I want you to understand and realize and know is that you can overcome that without even talking to them or having to get their input on everything. So I'm gonna repeat who I am. I am Sharonda Lynn. I am a digital marketing branding specialist. Or I said specialist, but I guess that's the word I'm gonna use. Strategist is what I was looking for. I am a digital marketing strategist. I help you bridge the gap between your target audience and your business so that you can have optimum cash flow, optimum engagement, optimum effects for your business, for your community, and for your faith. I am for the faith-based leader. I am for the faith-based business person. Doesn't have to be male or female. As if you're in business, I want to help you. If you're in ministry, I want to help you. All right, you can check me out at www.digsmedia.co, or you can also go to slworkshops.com. All right, so we're talking about building your faith communities online presence, and you'll see me reach for my mouse that's down here. You'll also see me look down because I have a weird setup right now. I'm trying to get this set up so that I can stand and teach instead of just sit. But I'm trying to get it right so that you can have the optimum experience when it comes to learning, right? So when I start teaching, really getting into the teaching, I probably won't see your comments, but please, please, please like and share this broadcast. I'm sure that it's going to bless you and it will bless the next person, but I need you to get on board with sharing. So I'm going to ask for a small thing, which is for you to like and share this broadcast. All right. So as I'm getting started now, I won't be able to see you as well or see your comments. But if you have a question at the end, I'll go back and I'll look before we get off this broadcast to make sure that I covered your questions. All you have to do is drop them in the chat. So I want to come over here to my notes and to my screens and talk to you a little bit about building your community, your faith-based community's online presence, right? Our basic objectives for today is number one, we want to understand the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook profile and the benefits of using a page versus just the regular Facebook profile. The second thing we're going to learn about today is how to set up that Facebook page, that group, and an IG account for your faith-based community. So listen, you already know, you've heard of Facebook, and most of you know about Instagram, but they are one and the same company. They used to be separate. Back when I first got started, Instagram was one entity and Facebook was another. But now we are at the place where Instagram and Facebook is the same company, right? So Facebook is a powerful tool to build communities. Entrepreneurs are using it, corporations are using it, nonprofits are using it, small businesses are using it. And as a member of the faith-based community, I know that you're using it. And if you're not using it yet, to the best of its ability, stick with us in this particular faith tech broadcast, because we're going to show you how to actually use it, and we're going to get people on here, other apostles, and hey, if you know someone that you would like to talk to, drop them in the group. I'll get in touch with them and see if they would like to be on our broadcast. That way you get the exposure you need and get answers to some of the questions that I know you have. If you're not in it like I am, and I have questions sometimes, I know you have questions too. So what are some of the ways that you think that you can use it? Why don't you drop that in the chat? I know that you can schedule online events. A lot of you have conferences coming up, online virtual conferences, or some of you are bold and you're okay with having in-person conferences. Whatever it is, you can set the groundwork of it up in Facebook by scheduling online events. Secondly, you can also connect to groups. You can connect to groups for prayer. You can use it for prayer. You can use it for specific ministry, broadcasting your ministry, extending your reach. If you're a discipleship person, you can preach about that. If you're a prayer person, you could teach about that. If you are a prophetic person, you can speak about that. You can use this to connect people who want to hear what you have to say. You can also broadcast live events, right? And you know that you can do that on Instagram too. So while you're broadcasting over here on Facebook, you could be broadcasting over here on Instagram and extending your reach. And that's what this is all about. This is about extending your reach so that your audience can not only hear your voice, but learn what it is that God put on the inside of you that will allow them to learn, to prosper, to grow, right? That's what we're in the business of. That's what we're in the business of as faith-based leaders. We want our people to grow. We want our people to go further. What is it? Reach tall buildings in a single bound? Yes, we are supermen and women. We are supermen and women in the faith. And I should have some water up here, but the devil is a liar. I thought I did. So anyway, we want to do this for our faith. We want to broadcast. We want to extend our reach. We want to do Q&A sessions. Do you know how many people that have questions about the topics that you talk about? They have so many questions, but they just need you to open up that platform. That's why we are on Facebook. That's why we are on Instagram. That's why we're using these social media platforms, not just Facebook, but we have Clubhouse, and we have LinkedIn, and we have Twitter. These are all the places that you can show up. Your people are out there. They're waiting for you to show up. So today we're going to talk about creating that presence on Facebook, but we have Instagram again. We have and Instagram, and we have Twitter. Twitter is still very viable. And I think Twitter is still viable because of the previous presidential administration. Like, as much as they didn't like that man brought Twitter back into full focus. I mean, it wasn't totally out of there, but Facebook and the Instagrams of the world were taken over. And those Twitter folk, they mean business. So if you know how to command the attention of 140 characters, I think it's 240 now, whatever. If you can command attention with that, you got a whole different crew of people you can minister to. So these platforms give you the opportunity to facilitate meaningful dialogue, right? You can set the tone for what you teach. What I have learned in this big old social media world is that not only can we set the tone, but we don't have to compete necessarily for ideas, or being like a certain person. You just be the unique person you are, and that person is going to begin to draw people to you. All right. That person is not only going to draw people, I mean, you being uniquely you is not only going to draw people to you, but it's going to draw the right people to you. If you start out how you want to end, then you don't have to change up in the middle and get back on track. It's important for you as a leader, as a thought leader, as a minister of a church, as a business executive. It is super important for you to be on point, on key, and to be uniquely you. If you're trying to be like somebody else, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Presence is everything. And I want to be sure I don't keep you guys on here long, because this is my thing. Presence is everything. Your presence is everything. If you like to giggle and laugh, baby, giggle and laugh. If you want to stand up and move around and you got so much to say and your words come out 1,000 words a minute, there's somebody who can understand that 1,000 words a minute. Or if you know that at the end of the day you want to slow it down, start to work on that. Whatever it is that you want to project to people, please, please, please project it. You are not Juanita Bynum. Don't be like her. You are not TD Jakes. Don't be like him. I'm telling you to be the authentic person that you are. I had to learn that. I had to learn that there was so much value in me just being me. I had to learn that there was so much value, and that the words that I have to say and the way that I say it and how I move about it and how I do it, that there is someone out there that wants to listen to it. Whether it is today and we're in here today, or it's on a replay. And matter of fact, welcome replay viewers, hashtag replay, and send me a shout out. Amen. So no matter what that is, there's somebody here that wants to listen to what you have to say. Let me just stop right now before I go forward with the text stuff. Let me encourage you today. God made you uniquely you. God made you so unique that there's nobody on this entire earth, out of 3 billion people, is there anyone like you. You are so unique. He made you special. He crafted you. Before the womb, he knew how you were going to come out. He knew the things that he was going to take you through. He knew that you were necessary for this journey. So what you have is super important. You have to open your mouth. We need to hear your voice. We need to hear that you are ready to do what you've been called to do. We need to hear that business, that marketplace, that faith-based business and marketplace is exceedingly important, not only to you, but to God and to who he is sending you to. Amen. So anyway, the other thing we use these I could have preached. I'm standing up. I'm trying to control my voice because I'm standing up and I get excited. I get excited when I'm encouraging the people of God. I get excited when I have the opportunity to get in front of you and just push you, because pushing you gives me joy. That's who I am. I have to be uniquely me. I have to be Sharonda. Before I'm Pastor Sharonda, entrepreneur Sharonda, before I am leader Sharonda, I'm Sharonda. And the very essence of Sharonda is a cheerleader. I've always been. As a matter of fact, I'm an alumni cheerleader, and I'm going to be cheering this weekend. But I like to push you. I like to let you know that you were created for a specific purpose, that your ideas, your callings, your gifts, your anointings, the thing that you were specifically crafted for is waiting for your voice. It's waiting for you to stop trying to sound like somebody else and to get out there and be you. Yes, on this screen, on this platform, in this day. There's space for you. The Bible says that your gift will make room for you. Y'all know, you know what scripture that is? Drop it in the comments for everybody. Your gift will make room for you. All right. So we're here to also promote engagement. We are online. We want to promote engagement. These are the reasons we're here. We're here to facilitate meaningful dialogue. We are here to build engagement and to promote engagement and to get people pumped up about whatever it is that you have going on. And we're here to bring our communities together. Now, your community could be your community that you're preaching to. Your community could be a specific faith-based community. Your community could be your actual community at large. Whatever your community is, these platforms are excellent. As much as people say they hate Facebook, baby, they don't miss 1 or 2 days in a row on Facebook. They still get the notifications for the most part, and they still trying to see who's saying what about this or that. They say they don't get on Facebook. I tell you what they do, because I know somebody who does this. They say, okay, I'm off Facebook for 30 days, but they'll get on somebody else's Facebook and surf around. Red flag. Y'all, I had a red flag moment yesterday, but I'm telling you, people are looking and trying to see what's out there. You just need to be you so you can grab the attention of those who need you, right? So those are the reasons that we get on the platform. We get on a platform for meaningful dialogue. We get on a platform to promote engagement, and we build communities together. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about the difference between a Facebook profile and a Facebook page, right? Profiles help individuals connect with their friends, their family, their peers. That's your profile. That's your main Facebook account. That's where you started off with. That's what you're going to end with. And that's what you have to have before you have anything else in Facebook. But pages helps organizations connect with their communities. That's the thing that we use Facebook pages for. And Facebook pages, like, people can follow or like a page and get updates to its members. You can actually have it so that your members go there to get specific things. Pages can have unlimited number of followers, unlimited number of likes, and offer like page insights. So page insights allow you to see how many, not only do I'm going to tell you how powerful page insights are. Not only does it allow you to see how many people are there, it allows you to see how well they're engaging with what type of posts and what you're putting out there. It allows you to see if you're drawing in men or women. It allows you to see how everything is performing. I'll tell you a few differences. So a page is going to have unlimited number of followers. Like I said, you have access to insights, and then you can run ads, And you can invite people to like a page. Your profile, you can only have up to 5,000 You can only have up to 5,000 friends on your profile. There's no access to insights. Only you can access and manage your profile, and you can't run ads. Now, that's a good thing. Let me back up a little bit. You can't, on your profile, you are the boss of your profile, but you can't invite anybody to actually help you run that profile, which is why so many people are running their stuff from their page, and they really ought not to. They really, and then I see a lot of this. I see people create these other profiles and then create their pages from those false kind of profiles. So let's say if your church was the Yellow Church, right? And your name was Susie Yellow. So Susie Yellow has her profile, her regular Facebook page. Look me up, I'm there. Her regular Facebook profile. Look me up, I'm Susie Yellow. And then her and her husband decided to start a church called the Yellow Church. Y'all, I tell you, I came up with that. I looked at my curtains, it was yellow. I didn't want to offend anybody. So we're going to call it the Yellow Church. And in the Yellow Church, they need to have a Facebook page, but Susie thinks that she should create a new profile, log out of her profile, create a new profile called the Yellow Church, and run everything from there. The thing about it is that with your personal profile draws more people than some dummy profile. Some profile for the church and church only. Because if you create a Facebook page, you can have multiple people manage that page, right? And so Susie Yellow could just go on and create a page instead of a whole new profile, and have her and Debbie Brown and Julie Green could all manage that Yellow Church. Could all manage that Yellow Church platform. Okay, that Yellow Church Facebook page. Yes. I'm colorful. I'm the designer. Y'all see my background. I'm colorful. So, but you can do it that way as opposed to creating a whole new profile that you have to manage. I'm telling you, I know some people who have multiple of everything, and you really only need to work off of one thing. Just because you created the page doesn't mean nobody's going to find it. Everybody's looking for everybody now on Facebook. As a matter of fact, most of the times when you meet people and they say, oh, you have a Facebook page, that's like the first or second thing when they're trying to say, okay, I want to link up with you. You got Facebook? I'll find you on Facebook. Are you easy to find on Facebook? Please don't spell the Yellow Church YLLO and think that somebody's going to spell it YELLOW and just find you out of 50 million people that spelled it right. Or be very specific. Make your stuff easily accessible. All right. So anybody with a Facebook account, a Facebook profile can create a page and manage one and invite other people to manage, right? You just have to give them a role. Everybody doesn't have to be the admin. Everybody doesn't have to be the chief person in charge, right? You give them roles according to who they are. So maybe they're just an editor. Maybe they're just they're just going to put content on there. But only the admins can delete the page. So you be very judicious about who's an admin. All right. So I want to keep going. So setting up a Facebook page is pretty simple. You go to create a page. To create a page from your personal Facebook account, you would just select create from the top right menu. As a matter of fact, there's like a little plus up there. You click that plus and you click create, and then it gives you the option to create a post, a story, a life event. You know, you guys like to get married. I was getting ready to say something. You guys get married or you get divorced, whatever. Or you get a new job, you build a new church, whatever. That's what a life event is. But you can create a page, a group, an event, marketplace, a fundraiser. You can do all that from that little plus symbol in the upper right hand corner of your Facebook page. All right. Once you do that, you had to add a profile picture. So you want to add a profile picture that is professional, or it's professional. I like to say professional because people put all kinds of stuff on their profile, but I really want you to know that humans are attracted to beauty. They're attracted to things that are clean. They're attracted to things that they can identify with. So be very judicious about what you want to put as your Facebook profile picture. And profile pictures can help you, can help more people find your page if you have the right thing there. You know, when you go to search for something and it pops up and you're looking at if you look up Sharonda Lynn, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to find like 5, 6, 7, or 8 of us. I couldn't believe it. I looked up myself and I said, look at all of me. Look all of Sharonda Lynn's. I cannot believe it. But what will get you is that you'll see me with my African wrap. And I don't do that often, but you'll see me with my African wrap on and me smiling, and you'll say, oh, wait a minute, I either recognize that person or recognize that smile. So you want to make sure that it's recognizable. And when you do it in a search, it's going to be recognizable in your comments, in your posts. People are going to start identifying you by that circle. So it's going to be important, if you have a logo, use it in that profile spot. Use it. People will begin to identify and pull that's your logo. When they see that, they know that that's the yellow church. When they see that, they know that that's you, and that's what they're going to be looking for when they look for you, right? Let's see. Also, you want to add a cover photo. The cover photo is that top photo on Facebook pages, groups, and profiles. It's that very top header. So you use a cover photo that helps express your organization's theme. I want to say it that way. So as you put that picture up there, you want to make sure that it flows with everything. For instance, if you're the yellow church, you're not going to want to put nothing up there that's red and purple and no yellow. I would imagine that the yellow church would have a yellow theme, and it will be all about being bright, sunny, and shiny. So you want to put a picture up, a cover photo, have a graphic artist do it if you want to, because they can be very creative, but you want something that is going to grab the attention of your community. You can upload one straight from your computer. You can choose the photo from a Facebook album, but let me tell you guys, size matters, okay? It matters in this instance with your Facebook profile pic. That's going to be a square. So whatever you put in there, make sure that it fits perfectly in a square. For the Facebook cover photo, that size changes every year. Just go on Google, look up Facebook cover photo size for 2021. That's what I can tell you. Because I'm always trying to figure out what they have changed it to. Then you need to personalize your page. When you are on your Facebook page, and remember, this is not your profile, but this is where you clicked in the little plus in the top right-hand corner and you selected page, and we are now creating your Facebook page. So you want to be sure that you personalize your page. You can create a custom URL. People forget this all the time. Create a custom URL that's the same on every platform. I can't because people create stuff and you can't find them on other platforms. We're talking about Facebook, but we also talk about Twitter, Instagram. We're talking about all different types of platforms. You can look me up on almost every platform, and I am Ask Sharonda Lynn. Every platform. Ask Sharonda Lynn. I'm not Ask Sharonda on one platform, Sharonda Lynn on another platform, and then Ask Sharonda Lynn on another platform, and the Sharonda Lynn on another platform. No. If you look up Ask Sharonda Lynn, you're going to get all of my stuff on Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You're going to be that on, I'm going to be that on LinkedIn. I'm going to be that on Snapchat. I'm going to be that on TikTok. Keep it real. You have to find something that is really, and my church is we are LWC. We are LWC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're that on Snapchat. We're that on TikTok. And that's all we are. Anyway, you're going to create that URL. And when you create that URL, that's what you're going to do. You're going to put in Ask Sharonda Lynn. You're not going to put in Ask Sharonda Lynn, but you're going to put in your name, the Yellow Church. The Yellow Church. That might be your thing for everything. Why Yellow Sheep? The YC. It could be the YC. The Yellow Church, the YC. You got to start thinking like out of the box. If you do the Yellow Church one, then it better be the Yellow Church one on all the platforms. Right? All right. So let's see what time we're getting down. Oh, we're getting down to the wire. I like to keep it bite-sized. I don't want to kill you guys with a whole hour. But make sure when you're doing this, you use templates and tabs to determine the look and feel of your page, right? Add call to action buttons. If you have a call to action, it's really nice for you to have a call to action. I'm going to hint you into use the call to action if you're trying to sell something, if you're trying to get them to sign up for email, anything. Use the call to action button if you can. And you can also use the buttons of send a message, join groups, encourage people to take action when they reach your page. That's what that does. I am of the old school thought process. I don't want 1.5 million messenger messages. And I'm very strategic about that. I tell you how to get in touch with me, but I do not allow you to leave me a message. There's reasons that I do that because people spam you all day. I don't want to have to tell somebody's son off because they think I'm cute and they won't leave me alone. You're going to have to go through extreme lengths to stalk me. But that's me. For an organization, you might want somebody to be able to reach out to you. And I would think that for like especially a large community, you would want them to be able to reach out to you, but you also may need to direct that outreach. Think about it. Do you want everybody in your inbox? And that's something that you have to manage because Facebook looks at that. Once you allow that to happen, that's also a matrix that Facebook looks. They're going to tell people whether you get back to them in an hour, 2 hours, or it takes them several days to get back to you. They're looking at all that you do on their platform. And they have a right. It's Facebook. It's their platform. All right. All right. Let's keep moving. I'm trying to get you done. I think that's it. Yeah. So setting up an Instagram account. Instagram is notably for videos, graphics, right? videos, posts, anything that's eye-catching. That's why we use Instagram, and that's how Instagram got really big, because that's what we use it for. And as videos got more popular and more graphic seeing stuff, as Facebook got popular, because that's what they see, Instagram came right on the back end and they said, oh, you like posts? You like to see posts more than you like to read, because that's what the schematics were coming up as. Let me tell you how Instagram did this thing. When Facebook was doing their thing, they would always come up with stuff and then say, okay, this many people likes posts, this many people likes quotes, words, this many people, more people open these kind of posts, more people, and they came up with all these different insights of how people were using Facebook. Instagram came right on the backside and said, we're taking the best two things, which are visual graphics and videos, and we're taking those two things and we're making a platform about that. And that's what Instagram is, right? So it's super easy to create an Instagram account for your faith institution. As a matter of fact, you can connect. If you already have an Instagram account, you actually can connect your personal account and all the different accounts that you have. You can have it so that you can switch in between those accounts. In other words, they're all connected. I think that's the dopest thing. And that just happened within the last year or two. I think that's one of the dopest things that Instagram has done, because it's not like Facebook where you can have a profile and then create a page and manage it that way. Instagram forces you to create separate accounts for different things, unless you know how to manage it. And the way it started out is not where it is right now. But where it is right now is a good place. It's a good place. So it's easy to create an Instagram account for your faith institution, right? Here's how you can set up a profile and help its people. You have to choose an account name. When you go to Instagram, you create an account. You have to choose your account name. What's your account name, folks? What's your account name? It's the same name you use for Facebook page. So it's going to be the Yellow Church 1 or the YC. That's the example we're using. We're going to say the YC. I just like that. I like that. That might be somebody's church for real. But the YC, and then there's only 30 characters that you can use. So if you know that Instagram that there's only 30 characters you can use, you need to be really creative about creating your name so that it'll fit on every platform. Don't create something with 31 characters, because Instagram ain't going to take it. I promise you. Upload your logo just like on Facebook as your profile picture, and that image will be cropped into a circle, Facebook, along with Facebook, right? But like that square, think of a square in the very center of the square. You want everything like even, looking wonderful, and you want to use the same image on every platform. Consistency. I'm gonna tell you something. When you do that, they can recognize you over any platform. They'll say, oh, there they are. Yes, I want to follow them on here too. Convert your account into an Instagram business account. Many people don't do that. Please, please, please do that. You won't be able to sell any t-shirts, anything on Instagram without it. This will also allow you, when you take it to a business account, you can see insights and everything. Personalize your account. You should share your organization's mission. When posting, use relevant hashtags so that more people can find you. Hashtags are super important. They're more important on Instagram than Facebook. So be sure to use the right ones, and you can link your Facebook page. So here's the coolest thing. One of the cool things about Instagram is that you can link your Facebook page. So what you post to Instagram can automatically post to Facebook. And if you're really good about it, it can post to Twitter too. I'm going to tell you something. These things have evolved, honey. These things have evolved. So when you have all these two things, Facebook has what they call a business Facebook business suite. Facebook business suite allows you to manage all of that in one place. I know it sounds super overwhelming if you're not already into this, but it's really not when you use Facebook Business Suite. Facebook Business Suite helps you save time and stay updated by managing your Facebook account and Instagram account and your Facebook ads and everything that's under that umbrella. You can see your insights. You can see what your posts. You can see your direct post. You can reply to stuff. There's so much stuff that you can do with your Facebook Business Suite. And maybe we'll do a class on that. Maybe I'll take you through your Facebook Business Suite and you can actually see some of the things that you can learn from it. All right. I think I'm about to wrap up. The way you set up a Facebook page, you can also set up a group. Remember that groups are wonderful to grow your online community. Facebook groups enable people to come together around common interests, and you can feed them all the information they need around that one interest, and then you can that's your warm body group to invite them to your conferences, to invite them to your book launches, whatever it is. I'm telling you, if you do this right, can be very strategic. So that's all I have for you today. Listen, tune in next week. And next week we'll have a new topic. Hopefully I can tell them the topic before we get to it so that we can share that out there a little bit better. But I hope this blessed you. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Again, I am Sharonda Lynn. I am your digital marketing strategist, and I love to give you information. So until the next time, I will talk to you guys again on the same time, same channel with Faith and Tech. I love you. Take care. Have an amazing day, guys.